Welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer. Thank you for joining me today. And if you have an inclination, you could find me on the web at nhastrologer.com. There you can read this forecast and all kinds of other things my website has to offer. So today I want to talk about the full moon in Scorpio. It is on May 14th, all right, and it is in the afternoon on the east coast of the United States. First, before that full moons are about releasing and letting go, and it's the peak of energy. It's the peak of the lunar energy. We all know that. I want to talk about just a smidge about the little bit of things that go on before the full moon. And that would be a very easy aspect to Jupiter during the morning and early afternoon. And what that does is that will bring us the support that we need. It is a water trine, it's called, and so that will give us the support. And if something is shifting and changing, or something is coming to a head at this point, depending on your own life, because it could be one or the other, maybe both, one or the other is usually the case, then you're going to get the support that you need. Either the support to take a project and bring it to completion, or the support to let something go completely. All right, so this water trine between the moon and Jupiter before the moon is full is intense. So it's intense energy, but it's intense in a positive fashion. So make sure you look for that support that is out there if you need it. Then we have a minor aspect to Chiron. Chiron's the wounded healer, so if there is something that is very emotional, since that was a water trine, then the Chiron aspect that happens after the Jupiter aspect is all about healing and finding some level of healing an old wound or healing a wound, okay? So those are really simple things in some ways, not always, but I hope you can use that. Now then, in the afternoon, I don't have the exact time in my head, but you can look it up. I'll put it on the screen. When the moon is full in the sign of Scorpio, just before it's full, it makes a conjunction to Saturn in Scorpio. Saturn's been in Scorpio for a very long time, still has another year to go. It's been in the sign of Scorpio for a year and a half. Not part of the grand trine we just experienced, but Saturn in Scorpio in and of itself is very powerful energy. Now the full moon, the moon comes around and hits Saturn every single month. That's nothing new, but the moon is full on the 14th of May, so as it's coming to its peak, as it makes a conjunction to Saturn, meaning it's in the same place as Saturn is, it can bring up some old issues. So if there have been things that have been falling apart over the last few weeks, especially the last few weeks because of all the energy we had come through in April, then I would recommend you let these things go. Allow it to move through you and allow these things to be released. Saturn in Scorpio is totally about releasing and letting go of and breaking down things that do not belong in our lives. That's Saturn in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about shifting and changing, a complete and total transformation. Saturn is our foundation. It's the structures in our lives. So there's a lot of restructuring going on in everybody's lives. Everybody I see in my own personal life and many of my clients, lots of restructuring, lots of unknowing, uneasiness, trying to figure out what's the best path to take. Where is my foundation now? I don't know. I don't know where mine is either, and I can see what's going on in my chart. So where's it happening for you? So this full moon, it's right with Saturn. Will only be a couple of degrees away from Saturn. So I'm telling you, wherever Saturn is giving you a life lesson is where this full moon is going to be. And that means this full moon in Scorpio is going to be a deep release of something for you. It's a water sign, so most likely there will be some emotion involved, which is perfectly fine. The sun is in Taurus. That's what do we value. The moon is in Scorpio. What do I need to release and let go of as far as these values? Shift of values. Shift of what our structure is because of Saturn being involved, and shift in this emotional connection to, and you fill in the blank, emotional connection to what, all right? So that's what I want to focus on. That's what I want you to focus on with this full moon in Scorpio. Make sure you spend as much time as you can honor yourself and give yourself some time on Wednesday night, the 14th. And if you don't see this till after Wednesday, do it when you can, after the 14th of May. Take some time, sit down and really just be quiet and figure out what it is you want to release and let go. Write things down. Some people like to burn it. Do whatever you want. You could just do it in your head, you know, cutting free, cutting free, cutting free. Any of these things that do not belong to me, you know, return them to the light. All right? Okay, we can get into more, but I'm going to leave you with that. So go to my website, nageastrologer.com. You can read this forecast. There's some more details there because I can never remember everything I write, which is great because you get extra information. All right, thank you for joining me. Please share. Please share. This channel is doing well. I'd like to have more people, reach more people. Thank you very much. And until next time, blessed be. Namaste.